Damien, you know, saying you don't believe in marriage. I said, nah, I don't. Right? Because for me, it's like being in a world where everybody is already trying to be in their own little corners, have their own little thing. How is it for me to say I can be married to you, but I'm seeing you as a beautiful woman, and I'm seeing sorrow in your eyes or hurt in your heart, and I can't confront you to console you. Not that I'm trying to get with you. So if I'm with her, she's gonna be like, "Who are you looking at? What you doing? Why are you doing that?" So for me, I kind of paint the picture. I'm very upfront. Everybody that know me, I'm very upfront from hello.
That sounds like some pimp shit. The shit you just said.
Listen,
that sounds like some pimping.
Bro, listen. My father used to say, "You know what, Damon? You know you act like a pimp." And I said, I'm not a pimp. I'm just very upfront. I'm truthful.
Yeah.
Right. And the problem with men now, I mean, you know, the men now don't act like men.
Talk about that.
They don't act like men. Yeah. They do everything else except know their place. And because they don't know their place, the girl talking back to them. Girl don't want to be with no cat no more. She don't trust. Yeah. So she's on this other side, probably trying to get with the girls now. So I'm gonna try to be with the girl.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna give this cat, because all he's doing is flexing. You 50, you 40, you 50, you 60. And you sitting there still going out trying to talk to young chicks. Like, nigga, grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. And you talking about a person who likes to be free. You follow me? I like to be free. But anybody that know me will say, nah, he's the most upfront, truthful, straight to the point. Yeah. That's why my album was called Straight to the Point. People in 94, when I did my first solo album, I named it Straight to the Point. It had nothing to do with the record. It had something to do with my personality.
Right.
I'm straight to the point. To me,
for those out there in YouTube land that don't know, that is Damon Hall. He was one of the members of the group Guy. This dude is a super producer. He's a very talented artist. He could sing his butt off. This was on a podcast, and he was basically talking about relationships and how he feels and where he stands. On this one, I want to let one of y'all choose who wants to speak first. Whoever feels like they got the most to say about it or whatever. If you just feel like you want to speak on it first, go ahead. I can go in at any time. Again, I want to try to mix it up. I don't want to always go first. I don't want to always go last. You know, we want to just kind of freestyle. But unfortunately, I'm the host and one of the guest panelists. So I gotta find a way to keep it, you know, more retroactive. You know what I mean? So, but who would like to go first on it? Who would like to
listen, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot out here. Look, man.
We know.
I saw that goddamn podcast with him on there. He had a little too much dip on his goddamn chip. You understand what I'm saying? He had a lot of dip on the chip. He was talking real saucy. But now if he was Aaron or he was Teddy, I could accept that. But he was a background singer. Y'all saw Players Club. He blew. He don't do nothing but spin records. He not DJ Clue. He not DJ Khaled. He just blew. So your brother is super talented and you got a free ride. Now, I understand that. Now, moving on about the women and the marriage, that's just, you know, like I say, I wrote a book, Every Man Need Three Women, talking about that, looking for love, because, you know, the girlfriend stage is a great stage. That's what make you want to marry her. But when she become a wife, she feels she's not your girlfriend no more. I'm your wife. But hey, still be my friend, still be my girlfriend. That's basically what my book's saying. Now, the bottom one, the third woman is the woman you really sexually open with. Because a lot of men not sexually open with their wife like that. Because you don't want her to think you nasty, and she don't want you to know she that nasty. So you usually have that person you go do that with. So that's where the three come in, but that's more on the book. But I'm just saying, if you looking for a wife, you have to be, you know, you have to be what you looking for, you know, what we want, you know, because the eye is the greediest thing on the body. It's not the mouth, it's not nothing, because the eye see it first. The eye is very greedy. It want everything it see. Ooh, I want her, I want her. Like when we was kids, you remember we played the game, tag, you just pointed shit because you wanted it, that build your appetite up. So men, if you are looking for a woman, you just have to, hey, look for these three qualities: a wife, a girlfriend, and a lover. If you find all three in one of them, you found the good unicorn. But if not, I'm telling you, because see, once a woman become your wife, she not your girlfriend no more. She don't even understand what that means. I'm your wife, which you still my girlfriend. You just transition to my wife. Meaning wife from girlfriend mean more responsibility. They don't know that because that's why you get a DBA when you get married, because it's all business. You see what I'm saying? You're becoming a business partner now. You're a liability. I'm investment in you. You know, love come around because, you know, guys, we the only people love unconditional. Women don't. They love with a condition. And that's only because women don't love. They don't view respect as love. You know what I'm saying? When a dude say, man, I love that nigga, that's my nigga, that means I respect you. That's what we understand. I know you respect me. Now, a woman could tell you, I love you, but she don't respect you because she don't understand that part go with the love. I love you, but you don't respect me because you're not respecting my boundaries. You're doing shit that show me you don't love me. Yes, I do. They don't understand that respect is the big part of love. You know, I went somewhere else, but, you know, I just started off on him, you know. He was just talking about everything and, you know. And he's speaking from a privileged position, too. From being an artist, you have so many women coming at you, you could do that. You know, but a regular guy that's out here looking, we might not have him coming like that.
He wouldn't be
you know.
talking that same shit if he was a regular nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he had a regular 9 to 5 out here hustling, busting, trying to make it, you coming from guy. You easily could say, that fly shit. But on the real tip, I'm just saying more down to earth,
Okay.
hey,
All right, so anybody else want to speak? I want to speak on it, but I don't have to speak on it now. If it's anything anybody want to go and get off, let me know. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong about nothing, nigga. As far as marriage and shit. So that was the basis of what the clip was all about, right? Is men not wanting to be married, right?
No, it's you take it for what you got from it and make your decision, make
All
base
right,
your
so
on that.
all right,
It was a
all right.
long interview, so it was that clip that I found interesting that I thought would be good enough for a conversation topic. And whatever our view is our view on it. So what's your view
All right.
on based on what you
So
saw?
I'm gonna agree with Rich, man. You know what I'm saying? Rich. I mean, you sometimes hard to agree with Rich, but Rich be on some shit sometimes, man. First off,
hey,
like, hey,
clock be
man,
right twice a day.
Hold on, let him speak. Let him speak.
so like Rich say, men love unconditionally, women love with a condition. That's because, man, I feel like as men, we know love is not just something you say; it's an action. You can say you love a motherfucker all day, but then show them other ways that you don't love. Nigga, you don't love me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as men we do that, you know what I'm saying? And I always talk about this, man. It's hard as hell now to find me personally, it's hard to find a wife nowadays, man, because this shit so off course, man, from what me being an older guy, bro. I'm saying old like that, but I got some years on me. I come from a traditional standpoint of marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like the man bring home the bacon, the woman cook it. You know what I'm saying? She makes sure the household clean, make sure the man got food on the table. Not coming from a chauvinistic standpoint, this is just the gender roles that I grew up, you know what I'm saying, looking at and watching. And as time goes on, man, you just see less and less of that shit, man. Like females want a man to bring home the bacon, but they feel like, oh, we can hire a chef to cook it. You know what I'm saying? We can hire a maid to clean up. So you know what I'm saying? It's just hard nowadays, bro. That's why I'm not gonna even lie to you, man. I'm not scared of a lot of things, but marriage is one of them, bro. I'm scared shitless of that word. And it's not the fact that I'm afraid to commit. It's the fact that I'm afraid to commit to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? And then you stuck in that contract, and it's easy to get in, but hard as fuck to get out of like trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's my take on it.
All right, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna get in the middle. I watched the interview. I didn't watch all of it, but that particular part is what I took from it. Here's my thoughts on it. A lot of what he said was true. A lot of what he said was right. But the problem is that good information, bad messenger. I don't agree. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so there was a lot of contradictory statements made when he spoke. Let's just keep it a beat. For one, and this is a representation of every individual situation, but in general, right? And let me say this. Who am I to talk? Because I only been married going on 3 years. My first actual marriage. I mean official marriage, right? And I'm an older guy. But one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to justify wrong simply because I'm wrong. I'm just using that as an example. I will never be that guy because I hold myself accountable, right? So my point is this. That man got to be in his 70s and you still ain't married. Now, he was married before. He was married to a sweetheart. They had 4 beautiful kids together, right? So why it didn't work out, who knows, right? I get it. Not everybody works out. So I'm not holding that against him. But here's the problem that I have. I agree with almost everything he said, except this. Okay, so I get it, like, marriage is dangerous these days. I know, I get it, right? But me being the type of guy I am, and him being the type of guy he supposedly is and who he was, okay, watch this. You're Damian Hall. Now, I don't agree with Rich on the part about because of his position in the group. Nigga, you still Damian Hall. You that nigga to somebody, right?
Yeah.
But here's my point. How is it you was that nigga and you couldn't find a good woman, nigga? See, that's where you have to ask questions, right? How you that nigga, but you can't find a good woman? You gotta ask that question. When you ask that question, it almost leaves you no choice but to say, nigga, it was you. It was you. Because I might have not been guy, but I've been that nigga before. And guess what? I ain't never had a problem finding a good girl, nigga. I just couldn't do right. I ain't never had a problem finding a good chick. Never. So, Damon Howell, you couldn't find a good woman in our years? Nah, sounds like a little lack of accountability. Maybe you just was fucking up so much and you got old. Look, here's the thing. Some bitches play too long. Some niggas play too long. And then you end up all in the world. Why we just can't admit that shit? That's what happens to some people, bro. Y'all know them old bitches in the front of the church? Them old hoes. They played too long.
No, now this. Oh Lord.
They was playing too long.
And y'all talk about me. This man that called the women in front of church some old hoes. Bless his heart. He speaks for himself and not the rest of the part. I don't think y'all know old hoes. Y'all might be some old bitches, but I don't think y'all know old hoes. Let me say that out there. I'm gonna just put that like that.
A lot of them is some old hoes.
It's only Monday. It's only Monday.
You see that?
Only Monday.
Let's
keep it real.
What that mean?
That means they was playing too long.
Yeah.
And they got old before somebody saw enough innocence left in them to take them. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. Y'all know we go off innocence, man.
Yoga, can you get that security of the world? He's handing people some hoes, man. Can you somebody please get rocked? Take his phone. Why you calling church women hoes? That's what I need to know on a Monday. Sunday was yesterday.
On the Monday.
Yeah, man. What did they do to you, right? What happened, brother?
They ain't do nothing to me.
Okay. I just
Man, a lot of them single women in the church is old hoes with the big ass hats.
Big ass hat. I was about to say.
Hey man.
We not
look,
supposed to say
man.
that though.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I agree with Rock.
Here we
I agree
go.
with that nigga.
See,
Hey bro, and the biggest ones are
knowledge.
the
You
biggest
going
hats,
with them? You going down that rabbit hole with them?
Bigger the hoe.
You
I
feel
think
me?
I think it's exactly what Rock was saying. I think it's exactly what Rock was saying. I think he sounds like he may have played too long, and because he kept on, because the way he said it, he was like, yeah, all of you other niggas 30, 40, 50 in the club still trying to get with you 20. I'm like, it sounds like you're bitter or something's wrong like that.
Exactly.
Because it's back to piggyback on what Rich said. It is that it's like you have to give up. You have to give up in some sense of like, how many are there? Like that was the pastor told me. It was like, how many is it gonna take, Kane? Like how many is it gonna take? Like I was like, what are you talking about? He talking about ass. He's like, how many piece of ass you need before you ready? And that was the only question that would hit me. I was like, damn, you're right. Okay, let me think about it. And then seeing what the dating world is right now, and like Rock was saying, he's 3 years in. I'm 10 years in right now, married happily, good. But at the same time, it's like there was a giving up because I saw this. What the dating world is now, I saw this. 12 years ago, I was like, oh, this is bad. This is gonna be crazy.
And King, let me add to it, right? King, let me add some realistic, true player shit to the context, right? Let me add some real shit in it, right?
Yeah.
Check this out. Here's the thing. It's one thing to be a player and never commit.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to commit and still be a player. It's a big difference. I'm gonna tell you why. You stand a better chance committing to a woman and still being a player than being a player and never committing to a woman. Because one, don't know woman, no matter what they say, fuck what they talking about, fuck what a female say. They don't want you if don't nobody else want you.
Right.
So what the fuck is they even talking about? You mean to tell me you could just take one girl, one good woman out of all the good women you meet and say, I'm gonna make you mine. Even though he fucked up with his wife, it still was another good woman ready to back down. So you mean to tell me? So what is it about you, Damien,
that
made it to where you couldn't even find another good woman? You that nigga.
He chases something. He chases something he saw his brother did, like Rich said. He chases something he saw his brother did. He's trying to match.
And it's just a reverse because the women are the same way. Because they're looking for a good man, and a good man right there. It's just a reversal. He's just a man saying the woman's point of view. Because every woman said ain't no good man.
I'm talking about good woman, Rich.
No,
I'm saying
a good woman will tell you where's a good man. But you ain't a good woman.
Talking about the hoes. Good woman ain't gonna stay there. A good woman just gonna be a good woman, and she gonna attract a nigga that's gonna want to keep.
Yeah, but the majority of the women out here feel like he feel. The majority of the women feel like Damon.
You got two types of niggas. You got one type of nigga who just gonna run, just gonna shit on every good woman he fuck with because he never have no good intentions. And then you got a nigga like me who will fall in love and I'll marry a motherfucker.
I'm like you, Rock. I'm just not married. Hey yo, but is it safe to say though? Because like I caught the comment about the 40, 50, 60-year-olds in the club, right? Yeah. And like, is it safe to say, nigga, how you dressing like you one of them niggas in the club?
You one of them niggas.
That's why I said that.
Me and King was saying that he telling on himself.
He telling on himself.
Tell on themselves every time.
Well, you gotta realize,
like the glasses, the drip, all that. You look like one of them young niggas in the club trying to get the young hoes, like you talking about. So
you probably at a kitty party.
Your conscience. Baby all did it.
Ain't nothing wrong with the Diddy party. I'm just saying.
Ain't
Hey,
nothing
Rich,
wrong
have
with
fun
it.
at that, Rich. That's you by yourself, partner.
I still don't know nothing he done. I'm just saying. But look, the Damon, the thing about it is if you 50, 60, whatever age you say, and you in a club where there are 20-year-olds or 30-year-olds, you tripping with yourself because they do have age appropriate venues if you want to get out and you are a certain age. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to the rap concert, you go to the jazz fest. You see what I'm saying? You go to the blues fest. You know what I'm saying?
Earth, Wind, and Fire
Yeah.
concert, nigga.
Hey, that's where they at. And it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm telling you, all the elements.
You may want to skip Coachella.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you're not gonna get what So my thing about it is, like I say, when you looking for something, you looking for it and you'll find it because you're looking for it. But
it ain't even, you know what, Rich, it's like this. Let's just keep it a bean, bro.
That's true.
Let's keep it a bean. If a man want a good woman, he'll find a good woman.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yep, 100.
Let's just keep it a bean. If a man want a good woman, he will find her. Not look for her, he will find. Like you walk out the store and you just fuck around and find $100 bill on the ground. If you want a good woman, man, she's going, because women are out here, good women are out here looking for a good man. There ain't even enough of us.
Hey,
but they so fucked up though.
Hey, look,
they're fucked up.
We're having two different conversations, Rich. You're talking about the hoes. I'm talking about good women.
Hey, Rock, I got her. Rock, I got her. You want to find a good woman? Stay away from the club. Go to Target, HEB. Stay away from Walmart. Walmart got the ratchets.
Oh, yeah, don't go to Walmart.
Big bro, yeah.
The museum.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Stay away from the club, man.
Get away from the club.
That's it. That's all.
Do you really know what your wife look like? What you want out of a woman? Do you really? So I'm saying, so when we saying this, you making these decisions. How are you making these decisions? I'm saying, is it a time thing?
Impossible.
Is it a time thing because she been around? Is it because y'all had kids? Is it because you love her? What is the factor with the man?
Man,
I'm just saying, what is it? What is it?
As a man, you gonna know.
You a man.
You gonna know.
Hey, Rich.
Huh?
Rich. It's the same feeling you feel when you got that partner you lock in, like a dude, like a partner you lock in. Like I know I could do business with Rock. I know I probably could do business with several of you dudes. I know I could. Like, I know if something went down, like if I got a flat tire at 3 a.m. and the only numbers I had was y'all's 5 numbers,
I'm coming.
I know I could call, and either you're gonna curse me out, but you still gonna figure out a way for me to get back home.
I'm gonna cuss you out, but then I'm still coming. I'm gonna be on the way cussing you out. God damn, fam.
Like you're gonna know that about your gal, like for real. Like me, like man, I was out here. I had long hair, curly.
How about 3 of them you feel that way about?
I was in a rock band.
How about if you feel that way about 3?
Well, King, I got this. Hold on, King, I got this.
Give me my 3. She give me my 3, bro.
He got his unicorn. He got his unicorn, Rich.
I did.
Okay.
I do got my unicorn. I do.
This is my answer for that, Rich. I tell guys this all the time, and this is why I hold men accountable. I'm not saying you're not gonna cheat. I get it. It can still happen even if your mindset is truly to just be with that woman, sleep with that woman. Mm-hmm. But what I will say, if you unequivocally know in your heart of hearts that you ain't gonna even try not to sleep around on this woman, man, find you a woman that accept your lifestyle.
Yep.
There are women out here. If a woman out here would knowingly sleep with a married man, so what? So if a married man can go up to a bitch, yeah, I'm married, what it do? Then be that G, be that player, and say that shit. That's why All that shit that Damon and I was talking, I was reading all around that shit. Nigga, you telling on yourself. You ain't playing like you think you is, nigga.
Yeah.
You talking that player shit, but you really far from it. You really a sucker.
So you
There's
saying
some
it
women-
was, so you saying it was big cap, sombrero.
It was big cap. You can hear it. I'm sitting there looking at the video like, dude, you capping. You front. You really a simp. I'm gonna be honest with you. He really a sucker for love. He
like
really a sucker. He really don't know how to keep from being a sucker for a hoe. He a sucker. See, a sucker fall for hoes. Remember, I don't fall for hoes. I fall for fake good girls. He fall for hoes.
Yeah.
And the reason he keep finding them hoes is because he's in the same clubs that he's talking about everybody else being in, bro.
See, he the nigga that go to the strip club and he believe everything the damn bitch telling him.
And don't get no chicken wings.
And you know what? He might not. And I'm gonna say something crazy. He might not believe it, but he gonna act like he believe it to get whatever he want to get from her. And you know what I'm saying?
Rich,
he told on himself. He believe it.
There ain't no guarantee. There ain't no guarantee on that cheating shit. Anybody liable to cheat, bro.
Yeah.
It don't even.
Cheat, but now is how you look at cheating.
And it,
you know what I'm saying? Is how you look at it. You know.
Be honest. If you be honest with your mate, be honest with your mate. Like the woman probably want to be them loyal to you. She probably gonna figure out how that's gonna happen. So hey, to each his own. You know, that's what the marriage is about. It is a business. The love part, you can make that be however you want that shit to be. That ain't got shit to do with marriage. It's a business partnership with somebody that you know and you could grow your life and they could grow their life as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. As far as the cheating thing, that's a whole other motherfucking chapter and book.
Because cheating is defined by what two people didn't agree to or what two people agreed on and one broke that contract.
Yeah, the boundary.
It's boundaries.
And you're a dumbass if you think it's just about fucking.
Exactly.
Nah, that ain't what it's
cheating
about.
comes in many different forms, man.
Many different forms. Many different forms.
Business.
Yeah, so yeah, he told on himself. He really, it's like you can tell he's trying to talk like he that dude. Okay, I'm gonna give an example. Even a pimp will relationship his hoe for as long as he can. Mm-hmm. So if a pimp understands the importance of a relationship long term, why can't a nigga with a woman looking for a woman do that?
Exactly.
Because the pimp called his main bitch.
Old pimp right now got a hoe who was his hoe for 30 years and she retired. They just stole him. She outlasted all the other hoes.
Okay, let me help you out.
If a pimp understands commitment, even a pimp understands commitment.
Can I close this Damon shit out? Let me help you out.
Go ahead.
This is what y'all missing. I'm finna help you fellas out because I'm a little older. Aaron, his brother, is a motherfucker. When I mean a motherfucker, I didn't heard the stories. Gotta be watching him. That nigga will come in and point at a bitch and if it's your bitch, he gonna fuck your bitch in front of you and make you look at him. He was on some power trip shit. So what you're seeing is his little brother. Because his big brother running through these holes and dropping them down to little brother, and little brother is sitting there consoling like, man, this is a good gal. My brother and them just ran through it. He probably trying to gal these bitches. And his big brother and them running through him because they got. Because that's Aaron right there. I mean, shoot, that nigga don't give a fuck. He was going through them raising dogs. I'm telling you, this is just some facts. Exactly. And his little brother catching the bottoms and like, damn, this is a bad bitch. This nigga treating her like this. Man, this could be a good gal, but his brother like, man, you tripping these hoes for everybody. And that's where he at. And he feeling, and that's what you looking at.
That he can't prove true.
Hey, look. But look though, Rock, I'm gonna tell you where it makes sense at.
Which one there? He don't fucking know that shit.
Peep, Oh man, look, Rock, you gotta peep. The man said up in the clip, if you see a woman that's done, you know what I'm saying, the consultant, he did say that shit in that clip.
I'm not telling you nothing. Listen, player. I think from the left side and the right side of my brain. So I'm just thinking that, because I'm telling you, I done been on tour with niggas and the bitches, they run through and throw the little trash down. We were happy to get them old hookers, you know? I'm telling you. Listen, man.
But look, hold
I'm
on,
just telling you.
I'm glad you said that. The further proof,
you know,
he's a simp. He's a sucker.
We're not saying he's not.
See, well, hold on. I know what I'm saying. See how happy.
That's why he's taking his brother's leftovers. That's
happy to get the leftovers.
Shit.
He was in his crib. Got some stories to tell, boy.
He was in
and I wasn't tripping. I was not tripping, man. Because that's not my gal. I'm just trying to get my little Johnson wet, get out the way.
But that dude there, man,
I'm just saying.
He even looking for no woman.
I used to get women just on the fact that I looked at like one of Bone Thugs and all.
See,
yeah.
Do you know how insane this is to be able to say that I actually was able to pull a woman simply because I looked at like a nigga that wasn't even me. I wasn't even a rap star. I looked at like this nigga.
You look like an old busy bone ass nigga too.
And got play.
Hell yeah.
Shit crazy, bro.
Boom, boom, boom.
That dude ain't looking for no woman, y'all. Oh my God, we sitting here playing with this dude.
Hold on, let me
he ain't looking for no woman. He ain't looking for nothing.
And y'all think, and if y'all do a little, if y'all do
was all for clout, what you call
if
that?
you do a little research, you'll find out that his brother took one of his gals too.
But
his brother got a baby.
His brother got a baby.
His brother got a baby by he took that nigga, his little brother gas. His big brother did. That's a fact. That happened.
Hold on.
Is either his baby mama or somebody who married to Aaron took
be a G body tonight. Okay, I remember this, right? Me and my cousin, we was on the southwest side of Houston at the time, right? And so it was this fine chick from Louisiana, boy. I'm talking about stone cold, cornbread fed, nigga, what bad. I was hollering at her. She was, she was liking me, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? We even kissed a little and everything and all that shit. Kissing was a little safer back then.
Yeah.
But anyway. So next thing you know, now we was in them streets. And so now my brother, he's really my brother. He's my cousin. And next thing you know, about a week later, he linking up every day, me and her. Huddling all that on the steps to 1 a.m. Nigga. Now I was doing all that shit, never even got, I was never the aggressive guy. Right? The girl had to just take it from me. I never was like, give me that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was never that, right? I was a gentleman. Nigga, not my cousin.
See?
My cousin was on the prowl. He was a roaring lion. Well, anyway, nigga, a week and a half later, I'm on the block. I wonder where my goddamn cousin at. Nigga, that nigga, hey, he done come out the house, he sweating and shit. What's up, kid, folks?
It hurt.
He knocked that bitch down. I was like, and I was hurt like a bitch. For 2 days, nigga. But what I'm saying is the Jimmy, I bounced back from that shit, nigga. That's my brother. Nigga, gotta let her hoe be a hoe. So Damon Isle is a sucker. That's all I'm saying, Rick.
If your brother Aaron, that's hard for him. Ooh. The nasty man.
All right.
What to say, Rich? He been hurt ever since then. He ain't got back.
Man. His brother, I'm telling you, it's hard being with that nigga brother was a motherfucker, dog. You can listen to some podcasts about it. His brother was a motherfucker. Teddy Riley tell you that.
But Kinfo, you gotta admit, but then I get what you're saying though. Everybody can't handle that, Rich. Where we from, Rich, that was a part of the game.
Hey, he had to learn.
Yeah, we figured that shit out quick.
Shit, that happened.